The IDF have sieged the hospital called Al-Shifa in Gaza Strip, and cutting off the oxygen pipelines resulted in 39 Palestinian babies being killed because of lacking oxygen. Are IDF really fighting against Hamas? This is number 3, as I remember, hospital that being under siege before the bombing it. I think Hamas is not a terrorist organization. Not I think, I believe 100% that Hamas is not a terrorist organization. What actually is a terrorist is the occupation that been going on since 75 years ago by Israeli colonizers, involved in genocide over than 111,000 Palestinian civilians, killed a bunch of people. They are a war crime and they must be demolished. These guys must go back to where they come from. They must go back to Europe. They have come and invaded Palestine back at 1940. It resulted in killing a bunch of Palestinian people, murder. America is involved in this crime. America has to take its hands away from helping Israel. America has to stay focused on its main problem. They have to focus on their peoples. You don't have to go outside of their borders. America the American people supposed to have a control over their countries. The politics in the US and Canada, France, Britain, all of those chauvinistic politics have to be under control of their own society. If you really want to change the world, you have to start from those countries. Americans supposed to stop being naive toward their system. The system have to be changed. You have to force this system to change because they involved in war crime. They involved in killing a bunch of people in the Middle East. It's all about imperialism, colonialism. It's all about oils, raw materials. But I have the faith and I have the belief that this debauchery is not gonna take place in the Middle East anymore. And this will result in a very severe relationship between American and the Middle East countries, include my Egypt, my country. Egyptian people have no respect to American politics this year. We used to like America, and I don't think Egyptian people like America anymore. They don't. Egyptian people don't like America anymore. Those naive people have to control their country. You don't leave their country ruling like that. What the heck? You keep talking about democracy and human rights. Where are the human rights of America now? Nothing. Nothing. Human rights human rights is just an illusion in the US. I remember in the last 10 years, the US Congress keep talking shit about Egyptian governments, saying that those people, the Egyptian governments, don't follow up with human rights. There's a problem with this Egyptian governments. No human rights there, no freedom of speech. Why Egypt is weaponizing too much. And today I do understand why Egypt kept weaponizing and doing this military drill in the area and keep getting the military and the Egyptian army stronger back at that time, is because of what this conspiracy that been taking place in the Middle East by America and Britain and France. They want to dismantle the whole Middle East in a very small territories. They want to build a very sectarian nations over there. Just like how they divided the United States and making their own people so dismantled so they can control all of them. I don't think this project is gonna succeed. I believe in that. I have the faith that this project is not going to take a place in the Middle East. Ever, ever, ever. Colonization is gone away. You know, those people that America and Israel, the so-called Israel, which I don't recognize, they call in Hamas as a terrorist. And this what remind me back, because the Egyptian revolution and declaration of independence from the Great Britain, they used to call the Egyptian resistance as a terrorist. If you look back at the history of the Arab country that called Algeria, it was under the France colonization. And the France colonies, they used to call Algerian people a terrorist because they want to kick out these colonies from their countries. So I think, or I believe 100% that they calling anybody who tried to defend for his lands terrorist, which is an honor to be called a terrorist, because you want to defend for your land, you want to fight for your land. You don't want your land to be occupied by a bunch of motherfuckers. Those guys have to be taken out. And I believe in the statement that the President Gamal Abdel Nasser have said back at 1956, when he said that what have been taken by force only can be restored by force. There is no way to restore those lands other than force. These colonized lands have to be restored only by force. I think America and Israel have only one option now, is to decline this colonization. Those Zionist Jews have to be going back, have to inevitably going back to where they're coming from. There is nothing called Israel. It's not gonna happen. And believe me that if you think that you are going to duct tape our mouths by saying that you are anti-Semitism or you are a terrorist, who give a fuck? Me, I'm an Egyptian man, I don't give a fuck actually for those guys. The community I'm coming from, Egypt, they don't give a fuck. You say what the fuck you want to say. At the end, you go invade, you get killed. There is no option for United States these days unless they withdraw their militaries out of the Middle East. There is no option for US. We have to take their militaries away from Middle East, because it's not gonna end at any good for US. You're gonna lose a lot of soldiers. And I'm telling you now, lots of American soldiers will be killed in this battle because you don't fight for truth. All of them will be killed. You have to take away United States military from the Middle East. Israel is gonna be demolished. Israel is gonna be wiped out from the Middle East. Britain and United States have to go away from this territory. Just wanted to share that, and I'm going to make a lot of videos talking about those hideous culture theft, MF